Hey everyone, it's the Dark Knight Admin, and today we're going to talk about field visibility. Is this you? You go to an account record, you want to modify the account number, and you're blocked, and you're blocked, and you're blocked, and you're blocked again, and you're starting to go crazy, and you go, why is this happening to me? Pretty simple solution, actually. First thing first is, does that user have access to that particular field? So if we check out their profile and the permission sets, we can check to see if they can actually see that field and even edit it. So we're looking at the field level security on the account object, and looking at the Batman field on the profile. And if the read access is checked, it means they can see the field. If edit access is checked, it means they can modify that field. Remember, this also does imply that they have modified permissions on the actual object itself. So if they can't modify the record, they can't edit the record, even if they have access to the field. But if they don't have read access checked at all and edit access, by default, in order to edit, you have to have read access. If none of those are checked, they don't have access to the field, so they can't see the field. If they have read access, means they can see the field and they can see what the value is. And then if with edit access, they can modify it and go from there. The other question to ask yourself is, that field that you're trying to edit, is that a non-editable field? So auto number, formula, rope summary are all field types that can't be edited. Means that once they're set, or they're going to be auto populated based on other values and other records within Salesforce. Also, if it's a master detail, sometimes you can't reparent those child records, so just be mindful of that. The next thing we want to take a look at is the page layout. On the page layout, for every object, or on every object, there's a page layout, and every field there is a particular field setting for that particular field on a page layout. And if that setting is set to read only, regardless of what their profile states, on a particular page layout, if it's read only, means they can only see that field on the page layout. They may be able to modify that field in other areas in Salesforce, but on this particular page layout, they're not able to modify it. One thing to note, if you are a system admin and you have modify all access, these settings don't matter. All right, so if they check that read only, means that they can only modify it on that particular page layout. But you could probably edit this and other things like list views and reports if you have report editing turned on. We can take a quick little break here to say, please like and subscribe. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. I do produce Salesforce tips every Wednesday, so be on the lookout every Wednesday for a Salesforce tip. The last thing we can do is we can actually check that visibility from the field. So if we go to the object and we go to the field that's in question, we can actually go to the field there and we click the field view, field accessibility. That opens up this page here, and then we take a look at the field. We're going to select which field we want to check out. We're going to check out the account number, and then we can see for each profile what their editability is per record type. So we have our editable. There's hidden. It's hidden means that it's hidden. If it's editable, means they can see it. Reading means that they can see. Editable means they can modify it, and visible means they can see it. So in review, if you need to gain access to a field, make sure you have access to the record. What does your profile and permission set state that you have access to? Check your page layout, and then you can always check from the field itself to see what your access and visibility is to that particular record. Thanks for coming. See you next time.